Found your cherry vinyl in the back of my shelf, still in its sleeve, still smelling faintly of you. The first track kissed to life, like it had been holding its breath, waiting for me to press play again. We danced barefoot that night, the needle skipping once, but you kept singing like nothing could skip us. Your laugh was louder than the music, your hand warmer than the room. I remember both too well. Some songs fade with time, but this one doesn't. It just waits in the dark. Cherry vinyl, spin for me, let the red grooves carry us back, to the night we didn't notice how late it was getting. I tried to clean the dust, but it stayed in the corners, like the way your voice still stays in my head. I hummed along to the bridge, missing the harmony that only you could hit. When the last snow faded, I didn't flip the record, I just sat there, letting the quiet keep you. Cherry vinyl, spin for me, let the red grooves carry us back, to the night we didn't notice how late it was getting. How late it was getting. Rain slid down the glass. You drew it hard without looking at me, but I saw it anyway and didn't erase it. We walked under velvet streetlights. The rain softened everything, even the sound of a voice felt closer in the wet hair. Your coat brushed mine a little too often to be an accident. I didn't mind, I let it happen again. Yeah. A bus roared past, we stepped into the same small space. Your breath mixed with mine, and I almost spoke. Every light turned gold, every drop turned slow, and I forgot where we were going. Velvet streetlights cover us tonight, hide us in your glow. Let the rain fall forever if it means we stay this close. Oh. You stopped to tie your shoe, I stopped to watch you. It was unfair how even that felt cinematic. We crossed the street late, ignoring the green because we liked the world slowed down. You didn't say goodbye at my door, you said next time and left me wondering if the rain would agree. Velvet streetlights cover us tonight, hide
took the window seat. Said you like watching clouds move. I nodded like it didn't matter, but moved my bag off your leg, you offered gum. I said I was fine, but took it anyway just to feel your kindness. We joked about turbulence. You clutched the armrest, I clutched the moment, and neither of us let go. You talked about cities, I watched your lips. The flight wasn't long, but your voice made it slower. Some people board alone and leave a little different. You left your presence somewhere under 35,000 feet. Window seat, crush, soft, sudden, temporary, but real in every glance that didn't ask for more. Window seat, crush, soft, sudden, temporary, but real in every glance that didn't ask for more. We landed like a sigh, your phone buzzed, you didn't check it, I didn't ask who. You helped me grab my bag, said nice flying with you. I smiled like it wasn't a bite, but it was all. I waited by the carousel just in case you didn't wait, but I still. Window seat, crash, soft, sudden, temporary, but real in every glance that didn't ask for more. Window seat, crash, soft, sudden, temporary, but real in every glance that didn't ask for more. Da, 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 but real in every glance that didn't ask for more. Letting the caramel air spill out. I stepped inside and it felt like stepping into you. You ordered the same thing even though you didn't like sweet. I noticed but didn't say anything. We found a corner table where the light fell just right. Your face brighter than the cup between us. Steam curled up like soft handwriting. I traced it in the air before it disappeared. Some scents stay longer than the people who brought them, but I didn't wanna test that. Caramel, fill my chest. Let me breathe you in slow. Don't fade into nothing before I'm ready to let go. Caramel, fill my chest. Let me breathe you in slow. Don't fade into nothing before I'm ready to let go. You talked about things I didn't fully hear. I was too busy listening to your voice instead. Your spoon tapped the cup once, twice, then rested like it knew we were almost done. When you stood to leave, the chair felt colder. The air too thin and the caramel gone. Caramel, We took the table by the window, the one with the flickering bulb. You said it made the place feel alive, I said it made you glow. The steam from your cup fogged the glass between us and the street. We stayed there longer than we meant to, letting the world pass. You tapped your spoon against the mug like a rhythm you didn't know you had. I followed with my fingers on the table until we were in sync. Your scarf slipped from your chair, I caught it before it hit the ground. You said things like it meant more than that. Vanilla lights above us, that glow last a little more. This slow dance of words until the last drop's gone. We talked about books we never read, trips we never taken, but the way you spoke made them all feel close. Your eyes followed the raindrops, mine followed you, and I realized I didn't want to check yet. When the bulb flickered again, you smiled at me like we were both in on the same secret, and maybe we were. Vanilla lights broke over us, let the glow last a little more. This slow dance of words until the last drop's gone. Like the sun behind you. I sat cross-legged watching as if you were the whole song, not just the one playing it. A girl called somewhere far, you didn't stop playing. You smiled instead, like it was part of the tune. Of sand clung to your ankle, I brushed them away. Half an excuse, half a habit. Every note seemed to stick in the air, the way salt clings to skin, and I didn't want to wash it off. Sand between notes, love between taught me a chord, I messed it up. You laughed and kept playing until I found it. The wind turned cooler, you moved closer without pause, and the song grew softer. When you finally stopped, I realized the tide had come in, but we stayed until the stars took over. Sand between notes, love between lines. Let the tide take its time. We're not in a hurry tonight. Sand between notes, love between lines. Let the tide take its time. We're not in a hurry tonight. You sat in the blue deck chair, arms behind your head, like you own the sea. And maybe you did. Waves broke in slow motion, I tried to match their calm, but my chest was a tide that wouldn't settle. You offered sunscreen, I shook my head, but you reached anyway, smiling like the sun. The seagulls were too loud, but your voice cut through. Every word landing exactly where I wanted. I thought the ocean was endless, but that was before I looked at you and felt something bigger. Blue deck chair, don't fold away yet. Hold this moment steady. Keep the sea in its place until I can say it out loud. Deck chair, don't fold away yet. Hold this moment steady. Keep the sea in its place until I can say it out loud. A kite drifted above us, you pointed and laughed. I pretended to watch it, but my eyes stayed on you. Your foot tapped to a song playing somewhere far. I tapped mine too, like we were sinking. The sun slipped lower, but we stayed in our chairs, as if the world took the window seat. You sat beside me without asking. The bus hummed forward, and so did my pulse. Your knee bumped mine once, then twice. You didn't apologize, I didn't move away. We passed fields turning gold. The light caught your profile, and I pretended to look out, but didn't. Your hand rested on your leg, so close I could count the spaces between fingers. Every turn of the wheels brought us closer without trying, like a song finding its chorus. Window seat, glow, stay this way. Let the road keep stretching, keep our shoulders brushing until the last stop. You asked where I was going, I said somewhere nice. You nodded like you knew it was here. The driver slowed for a turn, and so did we, eyes meeting before looking away too slow. When my stop came, you said, see you, like it wasn't a question, and maybe it wasn't. Window seat, glow, stay this way. Let the road keep stretching, keep our shoulders brushing until the last stop. You brought 2 cups to the porch, both sweating in the heat. Said it's too early for this, but smiled anyway. The sky was still half asleep, a soft blue spilling into gold. You handed me mine, and the day began sweeter. We didn't say much, the birds filled the silence, and the clink of ice kept time with our thoughts. A lemon slice floated at the top. You pressed it down with your straw. I copied you just to feel like we matched. The air was warm, but the drink was cool. Somewhere in the middle was where I wanted to stay. Lemonade dawn, pour it slow. Let the sun wait for us. Keep this first sip from ever running out. pass too fast. You asked what I was thinking, I said nothing important, but we both knew it was about you. The cups were empty, but we didn't move, as if still drinking something invisible. Lemonade dawn, pour it slow, let the sun wait for us. Keep this first sip from ever running out. Lemonade dawn, pour it slow, let the sun wait for us. Keep this first sip from ever running out.
You handed me lemonade in a paper cup with stars on it. Said don't spill, and smiled like you knew I would. We walked past fireworks stands, the air smelled like sugar and smoke. You bought me candy floss, even though you didn't want any. Kids ran past with glow sticks, we pretended to race them. Your hand brushed mine every time we sped up. The parade music played off key, but full of joy. You hummed along and I hummed with you. Yeah. Every step felt like a secret. Yeah. We hadn't decided to keep, yeah, but already knew we would long after tonight. Paper cup parade, keep marching on. Hold our laughter in your drums. Let the lights never fade until we've danced every block. We stopped for sparklers. You lit mine first, I lit yours next, and we watched them burn together. Someone spilled soda on the street, we skipped over it like it was lava, laughing too loud for the crowd. The band turned the corner, and so did we. Still side by side, still holding paper cups. Paper cup parade, keep marching on. Hold our laughter in your drums. Let the lights never fade until we've danced every block. Ooh. Paper cup parade, keep marching on. Hold our laughter in your drums. Let the lights never
closer, like we could keep the light if we held on tight enough. Apricot moon, hold this night for us. Keep the lights off, the air warm. Let tomorrow wait, we're not done with we stood under the paper lanterns, each one swaying like it knew our names. The crowd moved around us, but we didn't move. Your hand brushed mine, not enough to call it holding, but enough to keep it close. The music from the stage floated over the air. I felt the bass in my chest and your gaze in my ribs. A lantern drifted higher, its strings slipping free. Watched it go like it carried a wish. Some nights are built for stories, even if they only last once. And this felt like one of them. Paper lantern night. Stay warm, keep the glow on our faces. Hold the hush between songs until we have to let go. You bought me a drink, I kept the cup long after, because your thumb had been there. The drums picked up speed, you turned to me, smiling, and the crowd disappeared. When the last lantern dimmed, we didn't say goodbye. We just walked apart like the night had decided for us. Paper lantern night, stay warm, yay warm. Keep the glow on our faces. Hold the hush between songs until we have to let go. We stood on the rooftop, the city buzzing far below. You pointed at the sky, said it looked like fruit. I laughed at your choice of words, but secretly agreed the orange glow felt ripe enough to taste. A warm breeze tangled your hair, you didn't fix it. I didn't tell you because I liked it that way. Your elbow brushed mine like a signal only I caught. I almost replied with something bitter than words. The sun was sinking slow, but my pulse was racing. Somehow we met in the middle of time and timing. Tangerine skies, hold on for me. Don't fade until I'm ready to say what's been waiting since the first time we met. You leaned against the railing, close enough to blur the skyline. I almost told you right there. Instead, I asked if you were cold. You shook your head but didn't move away. Neither did I. We stayed until the last light fell into the streets, and I left with everything still unsaid. Tangerine skies, hold on for me. Don't fade until I'm ready to say what's been waiting since the first time we met. Tangerine skies, hold on for me. Don't fade until I'm ready to say what's been waiting since the first time we met. We walked down Apricot Street, shadows stretching long behind us. The pavement still warm from a day that refused to end. You pointed at a bakery sign, said it looked older than us. I laughed and you smiled like that was the punchline. The air smelled like sugar and fruit. I couldn't tell which was stronger, the scent or my heartbeat. You stopped to tie your shoe. I pretended to look away, but caught your reflection in the glass. Some streets you only walk once, but remember forever this felt like one of them. Apricot Street, hold my steps, don't let the night take you away. Keep the colors on the walls until I see you here again. We passed a street musician, you tossed a coin in his case. I watched the way your fingers lingered like you were leaving a piece of yourself. A breeze lifted your hair, and for a second I saw every summer I'd ever want. When we reached the corner, You bought me a popsicle, cherry red already dripping. I laughed when it stained my fingers. You leaned in to taste it. We sat on the curb, feet in the shade, talking about nothing like it was everything. The heat was relentless, but so was your smile. Both melted into me faster than I could stop. You tilted your head, asked if I wanted the rest. I shook mine, but you held it out anyway. Every drop hit the pavement like a tiny clock ticking down. I wanted more time than the sun would allow. Mine, sticky but soft. We didn't care about the mess. A dog barked in the distance. We both turned, then turned back like we didn't want to miss a frame. By the time we stood, the stick was bare, but the taste stayed in the back of my mind. You always carried mints in your pocket, said they made you feel awake. I never asked for one, but you always offered. The first time I took it, the paper crinkled between us, it felt small. But the moments stayed big. We walked under the same old awning, sharing candy like secrets. The mint dissolved slowly like the way you spoke. You teased me for biting it, said I didn't know patience. I teased you back for holding my hand too long. Every little gesture tasted like something more, and I wanted to know if you noticed too. Mint in your pocket, sugar on my tongue. Every breath I take now still feels a little like you. Mint in your pocket, sugar on my tongue. Every breath I take now still feels a little like you. Still feels a little like you. I started carrying mints too, hoping you'd notice. You didn't, but you still smiled my way. The wrappers piled up in my bag like souvenirs no one sells. I kept them anyway, for the smell. Even now, that mint taste comes back sometimes. Not from candy, but from memory. Mint in your pocket, sugar on my tongue. Every breath take now still feels a little like you. Mint in your pocket, sugar on my tongue. Every breath I take now still feels a little like you. Still feels a little like you. You handed me the glass teacup, both hands around it, like you were passing something fragile, and maybe you were. The steam curled up between us like a secret. I wanted to hold it, but knew it would fade. You said the tea was too hot. I said I didn't mind, but I did, just not in the way you thought. The cup trembled once in my hands, not from heat, but from the weight of your eyes. Some moments need both hands, or they slip right through, and I wasn't ready for that. Glass teacup, stay unbroken, let the warmth last a little more. Don't crack just yet, we're still here. Glass teacup, stay unbroken, let the warmth last a little more. Don't crack just yet, we're still here. You told me about your day, I nodded, catching each word like they might spill. Your fingers brushed mine as you took the cup back, and the tea didn't feel hot anymore. When the last sip was gone, we sat in the silence, both knowing some things can't be refilled. Glass teacup, stay unbroken, let the warmth last a little more. Don't crack just yet, we're still here. Glass teacup, stay unbroken, let the warmth last a little more. Don't crack just yet, we're still here. Found your face in a box of things, faded but still smiling. The photo curled at the edge like it was holding on to. We were standing by the pier, salt in the air, wind in our clothes. Someone had shouted, smile, and we both actually did. You wore that striped shirt, the one you swore you hated. I told you it was my favorite. You rolled your eyes but kept it on. In the picture our arms are close, closer than I remembered. Maybe that's why I've kept it all this time. The corners are bent now like the summer we folded away, but didn't throw out. Polaroid Corner, keep your color, don't fade like we did. Stay as loud as the day we didn't know would matter. I tried putting it back, but it stayed in my hand, like it didn't trust the dark of the box. Your smile still works on me, even in shades of sea creepier, even in silence. I don't remember the date, but I remember the light, and that's enough to miss you again. Polaroid Corner, keep your color, don't fade like we did. Stay as loud as the day we didn't know what mattered. Polaroid Corner, keep your color, don't fade like we did. Stay as loud as the day we didn't know what mattered. We sat on the floor, knees barely touching while the fan buzzed like an old cassette, repeating the same slow song. You trace patterns in condensation on your water bottle, and I trace patterns in the way you avoided looking at me. The heat wasn't what made me sweat, it was the way you stretched arms behind your head like you belonged in every corner of July. You said the summer's too quiet, and I almost replied, then say something that makes it loud. But my mouth stayed still, that plastic fan turned like a clock, blowing time we weren't ready to admit. I leaned back and listened to your heartbeat over the blades. This is how summer speaks, not in fire but in almost. Two people sitting too close, pretending it's just the heat. You got up and left for lemonade, and I missed you like it had been months since your fingers left the floor. You came back with 2 cups, one too cold, one too sweet. We didn't say who took which, we just drank and stared ahead. Outside, the cicada screamed inside, the silence whispered. You crossed your legs and I uncrossed 1,000 thoughts. This is how summer speaks, not in fire but in almost. Two people sitting too close, pretending it's just the heat. You rolled your sleeves up before washing the car. I rolled mine too, like we were sinking without a word. Water hit the pavement and bounced onto your jeans. You didn't mind, so I didn't either. You sprayed me by accident, and I chased you with a sponge. It wasn't flirting exactly, but it wasn't not. The sun hit your shoulder, I caught myself staring. You didn't stop me, and that said more than anything. There's something about shared choice that makes it feel like a promise. Like if I help today, you'll be here tomorrow. You never said you liked me, but your sleeve said enough. Drenched in laughing, we made summer our language. We dried off on the porch, hair wet, hearts loud. I handed you a towel and almost everything else. You wrung out your shirt, said guess that's love, huh? I laughed, but yeah, maybe it was. You didn't kiss me, but the way you looked at my hands, felt like you were memorizing something that would matter later. You never said you liked me, but your sleeve said enough, drenched in laughing.